Hey YouTube, welcome back. I'm Soulful Muse and I'm here again, this time with a mods review. And look, we have someone new in the office. This is Constance Davis and she is going to be a part of my new Love Struck Let's Play that I'm trying to put together. This is actually going to be temporary, as the reason why I don't have my main women in here, the Harlow twins, is because my primary laptop that houses them as well as their save file is currently in a repair shop. So I'm currently trying to make do with a limited supply of mods that I do actually have on another laptop that I'm currently working off of. Please bear with me as I try to get everything together. In the meantime, let me go ahead and go over what the supposed title is going to be, because like all of my titles, they are subject to change, especially with the mod reviews. But this is going to be 10 plus realistic storytelling mods. These mods are going to be meant to enhance any sort of story time, build any sort of let's plays that you may be coming up with yourself, create flowing dialogue amongst your sims, as well as just kind of give you some animations for some machinima scenes that you may want to come up with. If that's something that you are looking for, definitely stick around. And as always, all of my links are going to be within the description as well as the comments section. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start in CAS using Hakeem Davis, Constance's older brother. And I'm going to be demonstrating exactly how this next mod or this first mod is going to work. This is a mod by Ching Yu. It is the instant CAS Story preferences. There are some additional ones where you can get at least 100 traits or additional traits. So if that's something that you wanted as well for this to just kind of add character to your sim, then you can definitely do that. But going back to this particular mod, you will end up going to preferences. There's going to be a third tab that you would end up choosing. You'll have 3 different categories to choose from, either career, skill, or degree. So just going here, and you can set up the levels for the skills, you can set up the levels for the jobs if you wanted to. Going over to the degrees, these are all the degrees you can end up choosing from. So just right off the bat, this is a really good one without you having to just have your sim go through all of these things. They're already established. And this, again, this is really good to build a story around, or to have whatever sim you've made have their story match up. But that's it for this one. Let's go to the next one. So be it that we're still in CAS, and I did mention this earlier, let me real quickly show you how this mod works. This is a simple mod that adds on different traits that you can choose from under the emotional and social tab. So just how your overall character is, be it if you want them to end up being sensitive, tender, that is one of the things that you can choose from. Well balanced, they do end up getting buffs from it, and you do have the ability under the pie chart to toggle on or off how you want other sims to react to them, as well as you can additionally add a traits picker. So this is also good if you are just trying to just build onto your character. Now let's go on to the next one. So the first order of business is getting rid of this pesky plumb bob. Now I love it, it's beautiful, but we gotta toggle it on and off for the sake of this video. So I'm going to show you 2 ways. The first one is going to be a manual way, and then the next one is going to be MC command. So first you're going to want to open up your cheat box. You're going to type in testing, or I'm sorry, not testing, but headline effects off. And then you are going to type in headline effects on. Wait, oh God. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do this again. Headline effects with an extra E on. Okay. And that's how you get it on. Now the next one, we will need access to a computer within the game, so I will meet you upstairs. So now that we're upstairs, I think that this would be a good opportunity to show you MC command and the mods that I use for this one, but let's start with what I was talking about earlier. So we're gonna go to MCCC settings. We're gonna go ahead and click on it, and we are going to go down to notification console and menu settings. Then we'll go to console command settings, and here are all the cheats. So headline effects is enabled, but you can disable it here if you wanted to. And then enable full cast. You can go to hover effects and testing cheats and build by settings. So that's having anything to do with the game, so this is definitely something that you would want to keep in mind. There are some other ones, since I am on MC command, that I did want to end up showing you as well, that you may want to play around with or just keep in mind for when you're making any sort of machinima or just doing regular gameplay. So let me go over to the next thing. So here we have autosave. Autosave is good really if you're doing just regular mission. Well, if you're just doing regular gameplay. If you're doing machinima, you may not want this, especially if you have a scene that's not going too well. You may have to do a recover save. So, I mean, if you did want to save your game and save all of your progress, this is the way to go. As you can see, you can do it in intervals. You can end up setting a maximum save slot number, and I'll probably set it up, if not in this one, then another one that I'm not even making any sort of let's plays or gameplays for. But here we have gameplay settings as well. You can set fame difficulty, you can set game time speed. This is a really good one if you want to slow down the day. So as you can see, you can go all the way up to 1,000. Mine is at 50. And then also once you do set it, then this is the notification that you get that you have to restart the game. So I'm not going to restart the game yet, probably after this, but let's go back to MC command. So we have population as well. Population, let's go here. So there is a moving setting that you can get into, but let's go to the population setting. And really what it's going to end up doing is having it to where all the sims that are in your library are going to manifest. So let me go ahead and go here, and you can import tray. Import tray sim however much you want. You can have it 100% everybody in your library. So this includes any sims that you may have actually saved from, let's say, the gallery. Then you can end up putting them there. If you don't want any of your sims at all, there is something that you can end up putting specifically. I'm trying to remember what it is, but you do definitely want to include clothing. Make sure that you end up doing that, because if not, your sims will walk around naked. Especially if you have wicked whims, you will see all their business. So if you don't want to see all of their business, make sure that you include clothing. Now, I don't know if that includes, I do believe that it includes custom content, but if something happens to that custom content, then yes, they will be walking around naked. So that's all I can really think of right now for this particular mod. As I mentioned, this is a really big mod, so eventually I'll do a breakdown video, but let's go to the next one. So back upstairs, this is another one of my favorites. So this is the UI cheats by Werebusu. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but you can right click on different things on the UI and just add different things. Like you can add simoleons if you click on the money. You can add money if you left click. And then let's see what else. If you wanted to do anything with any of the moodlets, then you can right click or left, well, not left click, but say there's something negative, you can end up right clicking and then you'll be good. I do believe this is also a part of it where you can complete one of the whims that they have, or you can re-roll it. You can control the weather, you can control the game time if you wanted to. The weather, the echo footprint, that's one of the things that you can end up controlling. Or if you wanted to, you can control the lunar cycle. And then coming over here, oh yeah, I forgot he's not working. I still have to set him up. He has no skills. Yep. But I know what I can do. Let me go ahead and increase his relationship with his mom, his dad, and his sister. So let me go ahead and go here. Just gonna put everyone at 100%. Oh, okay. New trait. All right. Let's go ahead and accept that. And go ahead and run this. All right. So everybody is at 100%. They have been set up. Now, another thing is if you wanted to set the motive, or if you wanted to have the needs all the way at 100%, you can actually left click on it. You don't have to right click on it, but you can left click on it and you can see the needs decrease or increase. That's a good thing. Let me do the same thing for his sister right now. So let's go here. Forgot. Okay, let me go here. Oh yeah, that's another thing. She does not like children, so you can also remove relationship bits if you wanted to. So that's another thing that you can end up doing. I really have to change that for her. And speaking of which, let me see if I can go over to her, because I know she's here. So let me go tap into the mom. Okay, so now that I'm tapped in with the mom, let me go ahead and show you this next one. This next one is called Control Any Sim. It is by Titan Nano, and it's exactly what you think it is. So you're going to go to actions and click on Control Sim, and it shows your sim as though they're a part of the household, which isn't necessarily true. It's mainly so that way you have full control of the sim without having them have to be a part of the household, which I will show you that in a little bit. Right now, I kind of want to be nosy, see what's going on with her, because I did just make Constance family. Okay, so she's not working. Oh no. Now, girl, what you mean you unattracted? Let's open profile. Oh, she despises mans, but it's your husband. Okay, I gotta fix that. We're gonna pretend like we didn't see this. Oh Lord. Okay, I don't know what storyline I'm trying to go with them. I may just let it fly. Who knows? But this this is what you can do. Again, you have full access over everything. I do want to go over to some other mods. I may just tap out of the mother right now, since I have demonstrated how this one works, and either go over to Constance or Hakeem, or probably just have Constance come downstairs and join the conversation with the mom as well as the brother, because the brother is right next to them. I completely stopped controlling her. There is the expanded storytelling relationship mod that I wanted to showcase to y'all real fast. So I'm gonna go over to actions, and I am going to go to enhance relationship bit. And I am going to click on set enhance storytelling relationship bit. That way you're able to see all the different bits you can put onto another sim. So romantic wanderers, jealous rival, partners in crime, puppy love, childhood sweethearts, study buddies, gaming buddies, love-hate relationship. So I'm gonna choose that. I meant to actually apply it. Let's apply it. And this is just me demonstrating. None of this is going to be saved at all. So let me go ahead and go back to actions, and I'm going to go to enhanced relationship, and I'm going to choose the one that I would end up putting underneath the sim. So then you would go to open profile, and it should be underneath the relationship where all the other bits are. So now that I've had that established, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it now. I think at this point I'm gonna stop controlling Cassidy, their mother. I can't believe I didn't even say her name this whole entire time. But I'm gonna stop controlling Cassidy, and I am going to go over to the next mod. So let me go ahead and go back to actions, don't control sim, and let's go to the next. So these last few mods, I'm gonna go ahead and have Constance demonstrate, starting with the Life Manager by Sacrificial Jr. This is my favorite, mainly because of the family tree feature that it comes with and how easy it is to change outfits. As you can see though, there are a lot of different categories, all of which when you open them up, it'll give you shortcuts to different cheats that you can have your sim do, like enable, disable autonomy, remove a sim from the household if need be. It also has a lot of features, including genetics or generating a family tree. Now, the family tree doesn't necessarily give you any siblings, but it does give you the option to have great grandparents or great great grandparents, up to 4 generations if need be. You can end up having the wives inherit the husband's last name or family name. You can choose whether you want the parents to be alive, the grandparents to be alive, have the ancestors alive, choose your parents' age. There's so much that you can do, how diverse you want your family to end up becoming, mainly the mother or the father, or if not the mother, then the father. So that's also good for storytelling, so that way you don't have to go into CAS and spend so much time just creating that sim. You can also end up going to behavior, and you can end up choosing some small tasks you may want your sim to end up doing. You can end up having your sim temporarily go away. You can populate the world with different sims of different ethnicities. So if you wanted more African sims, Asian, Caucasian, Indian, Latin, or Middle Eastern sims, you can definitely end up populating or doing that. Now, if you do choose to end up adding more sims to your world, then what will end up happening is you will end up getting a notification saying that a sim has entered the world. It'll give their name. It'll be a random generated name, and you can just work right away on that sim by putting whatever CC you wanted to, and that'll end up being your sim. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one by Sacrificial Jr., and this has got to be Life's Drama. So I'm gonna show you how it looks when you just click on your sim, and then how it looks in social settings. So starting here, it's already enabled for social things or dramatic. It's something dramatic happening to this sim, but you do have a different system called social popularity points, or SP. So if you end up having your sim practice spelling the T, doing poses, get into a class with social drama, get plastic surgery, invite them to clubs, then, or you can end up making a sad sim feel better. You can contribute to world events, anything that has to do with any sort of domestic violence, anything that has to do with the LGBT. You can contribute to any sort of event that you may want. You can also help with social advice over the phone. Obviously, okay, so I just got this mod, so I'm not gonna have any points, but just to show you. Oh, he likes jokes. Okay, that's cool. just to show you, this is how you can check your social popularity. It'll give you a message. So here are the options that you can choose from. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how life's drama works in social settings. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably click on either the mom or the brother. I may just click on the brother, but actually no, let me click on the mom. I'm gonna click on the mom and see what happens. So going to the mom, here are all the options that you can choose from. You can do dirty secrets, you can have Cassidy leave, expose a loved one, say something to. So the way that is going to work is you would click on it and then you can end up choosing what you want your sim to say. You can expose a loved one. We're not going to do that to her. We're not going to do that. We're not. But I really want to, let me go back to it. Let me go back to say something. So you can say something nice, you can say something mean. You can say something mean and save the dialogue, so that way if you wanted to use it for later, you could. And I'm just going to demonstrate how it looks using this command. So I'm going to go ahead, just have her say something nice to her mom. It does give you a dialogue box where you can input the speech's title. So I'm just gonna have it under compliment. So I'm just gonna have her compliment her mom, if I could spell today. Okay. So I'm just gonna say something along the lines of, "You look nice. You look nice today." So I'm just gonna have her say that. So I'm gonna save and speak. You do have other options. You can edit the dialogues and you can randomize it as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have her say that to her mom, and it should pop up on the notification. So here's how everything looks. Compliment, you look nice today. And honestly, this is really good for any sort of dialogue you may want to have between your sims in a let's play, just showing a flowing conversation. I definitely say that this is one of the go-to mods to get, just so it can further enhance your storytelling. But that's it for this one. Let's go on to the next one. Not me highlighting an archetype discovery and not even mentioning it. I'm so sorry, Cassidy. I'm sorry, mamas. So this next one is Sociable Sims by Plumlace. You have 4 different categories. You can get to know, you can do emotions, you can end up going into meaningful conversation or gossip and drama. It does end up giving you some new interactions and animations, which is good for if you are trying to build upon a story, give your own input. The previous one, as I mentioned, it does have it to where you can see the dialogue amongst the sims, but if you wanted to just go ahead and say what's going on throughout this is a good one. And even though there's not too much that you can end up choosing from, it's enough that you can choose from. And I may show you. Let me see. Let me go to, okay, no, let me not go there. Let me go back to emotions. Vent about day, discuss emotional connection, talk about dreams. I'm gonna have her talk about dreams, and while she's doing that, I'm gonna say what else you can actually do. So this isn't necessarily anything your sim could do, more so something your sim can experience. Now, when you do have this mod installed, you can end up getting more phone calls, more text messages from either anonymous sims that are just trying to be weird and creepy, or you can just get some random compliments from some sims that you actually know to make your day. So it's random, but it does end up adding some more dialogue to your game. So this next one is Curious Inquiries by Lumpino. This one is especially good if you are having your sim get to know another sim and you want to know their history, be it their mood, which I'm going to have her inquire about her mom, be it their mood, be it family, general, ask about household, asking about any sort of milestones, pregnancy, orientation. Now, some of those are very invasive, but once, and I'm going to play it right now, let me show you. Once you complete the question, you do end up getting whatever that sim could be feeling, especially with the mood. The last moodlet that they actually had is going to come up on the notification panel. So as you see right here, oh, I'm feeling happy because of this. Made a new good friend, feeling happy from making a new lasting friendship. So that's definitely something that you would want, so you can kind of do a pulse check of how your sims could be feeling. That's kind of it about how that mod works. Gonna go ahead and go to the next one. This next one is exactly what the title insinuates. This is First Impressions by Lumpino. The way that it works is upon meeting a new sim, it automatically generates a new sentiment. These sentiments or first impressions could either be negative or positive, but over time they could end up changing depending on how much your sim interacts with the other sim that has that impression. Now, just to demonstrate how it works, I'm gonna go ahead and just use Cassidy and Hakeem. So the way that both of them feel about each other is displayed under sentiments, as I mentioned. In terms of how Hakeem feels, he feels as though his mother is overly energetic, and the mother feels as though Hakeem is cool. So this is especially good for any sort of character growth amongst your sims. So I definitely check it out. But now I'm gonna go ahead and go to my last one. So this next one is Life Note / Personal Bios by Lumpino. This is a good way to track any sort of progress that you may have in the game. The way that it works is it's kind of like a journal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all. Let me see, I'm trying to remember the pathway for it. I believe I have to go into actions, but let me go here. Okay, no, not there. Not there. Not there. I believe it's in actions. Let me go over to actions, and I'm going to go over to, wait, which one is this one from? I believe that's a part of Lumpino. Lumpino's relationship overhaul, but let me go back to actions. Give me one moment. Let's go back here, write life notes, and then once you do start writing or you click on it, it does end up showing some dialogue saying that you had started it. And then also it will show up here. It's already pre-filled. You can put whatever it is that you want in here. For example, let me go ahead and type something up. So, loving my new penthouse. It's not going to be anything serious that I'm going to end up putting. It's just going to be something quick. So, I mean, if you wanted to end up being more detailed with your notes or your story or something like that, you could do that. But I'm just going to type that I just recently moved into the city and I am loving everything about it so far. That's just an example though. You can also, if you wanted to use it as any sort of memos or references, you can end up doing that. Character progression, just to kind of see where your character is at with everything. That's another possibility. I'm still developing Miss Davis right now, so I don't have any pre-filled notes. That would have been nice if I did. As time goes on, then she should end up having some things implemented. In the meantime though, that's all I have on these mods. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care.